Hey there, creepy peeps, and welcome to another Exhumed movie review. Today we're going to be talking about The Island of Lost Souls. So, Island of Lost Souls was requested of me to review from Josh, aka JG from NC. Josh requested this as part of one of his perks for being creepy royalty. So speaking of Patreon, I want to thank all of my creepy patron peeps, including Josh, for your support of my channel. Thank you so much. If you want to find out the other perks to being a patron, you can follow that link in the description. Directed by Earl C. Kenton and starring Charles Laughton, Richard Arian, and Layla Hyams, Island of Lost Souls is about an obsessed scientist who conducts profane experiments in evolution, eventually establishing himself as a self-styled demigod to a race of mutated, half-human abominations. So Island of Lost Souls is based on a novel by H.G. Wells, which is titled The Island of Dr. Moreau. Actually, Wells was not a fan of this film adaptation. He felt that the film emphasized the horror way too much and it overshadowed the philosophical themes of the movie. But anyway, despite what Wells thinks, I mean, why does his opinion matter anyway, am I right? Let's move on to what I liked about Island of Lost Souls. So I really liked the creepy kind of Frankenstein-esque feeling of the movie. Obviously, we have somebody who is trying to be God in a sense and control life and evolution. So, you know, Moreau kind of has like that Frankenstein feel to him, which I really liked. So the hordes of like the not beast, not man things were really creepy, especially towards the end of the movie, like during a scene where they all are rushing the camera. Like, it's hard to describe, but it cuts to individual monstrosities and they like rush up to the camera lens while throwing accusations at Dr. Moreau, which I thought was really creepy and super effective. Like, it was like a freaky way to do that, and I really liked it. And I also liked that it was a really nice building of dread leading up to finally getting to the island and seeing and discovering what Dr. Moreau is doing on the island. It kind of has like a gothic feel to it. Like, I feel like novels like Frankenstein and Dracula kind of have this building of dread up until you get to the point where you finally realize what's going on, but all the while you know that something is not right and that it's on the horizon and that it's coming. I feel like this kind of had that same feeling from the moment, you know, we're introduced to Parker, our main character. We know that he's going to run into something bad. He's found on a shipwrecked vessel, you know, and saved. So he's already like not in, in a great place. He's not the luckiest fellow alive, we will say. But especially when he gets thrown overboard onto Dr. Moreau's ship and then he has to go to the island, like, you just know he's gonna discover something bad, and that's what happens. Now let's move on to what I didn't like about Island of Lost Souls. What I didn't like, just for me personally, I felt no attachment to Edward Parker, our main character, or any of the other characters for that matter. I didn't attach to any of them. I didn't relate to any of them. So, you know, in a way, I just really didn't care about what happened to any of them, and that's not necessarily something you want in a movie. I feel like some stuff was established that wasn't explored as much as I wanted it to, particularly the relationship between Parker and Lotta, who is a panther that Dr. Moreau has changed into a woman, and Moreau considers her like his most successful creation so far because she is the most human-like. And Moreau discovers this when she falls in love with Parker, and that's kind of like what gets him like, she's fallen in love, like she's fully human now, you know? Like, it's not, I don't know, like their relationship, Parker and Lotta's, is not explored as much. And I've never read the novel, so I don't even know if that's even part of H.G. Wells's original story. But I felt that with a lot of other scenes of the movie. Like, everything felt super shallow. In that sense, I could kind of tell it was an adaptation, because it just feels like, you know, like some not so great adaptations like just gloss over the plot of the book in a very shallow way where, you know, a book, obviously there's room and time to explore concepts in a much deeper way because, you know, it's a book, you know, it's not a 90-minute long movie. There's no time limit really. So I feel like you could really tell it was an adaptation, and honestly it just made me want to read the book more because it seems like the book is probably much deeper than the movie, which is like the case for every single adaptation. Obviously there's stuff that you just can't include in a film adaptation, and you know, unless you want the movie to be like 13 hours long. Worth it. So was Island of Lost Souls worth it? I would say meh. I don't completely regret watching the movie, but at the same time, you know, I could have gone without seeing it. I'm gonna give it a 3 out of 5. It was, you know, right in the middle for me. It was okay. Didn't wow me, but it wasn't the worst thing I've seen either, by far. The rest of the internet obviously does not agree with me. What's new? On IMDb it has a 7.5 out of 10. On Rotten Tomatoes it has a 96% critic score and an 82% audience score, and on Letterboxd it has a 3.7 out of 5. I was able to watch the movie on Amazon Video, duh. So I'll leave an affiliate link in the description box for you if you want to check it out that way. It's only 99 cents to rent, so you know, there's no pressure to use that link anyway, but if you do, it does help out the channel. If you've seen Island of Lost Souls, let me know in the comment section down below what you thought about it. Alternatively, if you've read The Island of Dr. Moreau, please let me know what you thought about it, and if I should read it. I'm kind of interested in checking it out. As always, I do hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new here. Become a Creepy Peep today. I post videos Monday through Friday, and you can ring that bell down there as well to be notified every time a video of mine goes live. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, stay strange. Bye!